Why women refuse a one-night stand, but accept a one-year story of heartbreak, abuse, and emotional damage. Not because it's complicated, but because the truth is uncomfortable. Women don't attach to the act. They attach to the story. A one-night stand is only a moment. But a toxic situationship is a story. A story filled with hope, pain, fantasy, guilt, chemistry, and emotional investment. And that story is harder to walk away from than you think. Let's break this down in a way that reveals exactly why women choose long-term heartbreak over a simple one-night moment. Women refuse a one-night stand because it makes them feel disposable. To most women, a one-night stand feels like this. He doesn't value me. I'm just a body. He will forget my name by tomorrow. And this threatens her dignity, her identity, her worth. A one-night stand carries no story, no emotion, no depth. It's too quick, too shallow, and too empty. She doesn't want to be someone's moment. She wants to be someone's meaning. This is why she says, no. Instead, she accepts long-term heartbreak because the man offers her a story she can believe in. The long-term man doesn't appear as a one-night fantasy. He appears as, I care about you. I'm trying to love you. Give me time, I will be better. I'm not like other guys. And the mother of them all, you're special to me. It's not about sex, it's about hope. And hope is more powerful than desire. Women fall in love with potential. Potential blinds them more than reality ever could. The one-night guy offers a moment. The toxic guy offers a future, a potential, even if it's fake. Once she invests emotionally, leaving becomes nearly impossible. She's given him her time, her secrets, her body, her trust, her fear, her dreams. Walking away means admitting she chose wrong. Admitting she wasted months. Admitting she fell for someone who didn't deserve her. Psychology calls this the sunk cost fallacy. The more she invests, the harder it becomes to leave. So she stays. Not because she's weak, but because the truth is too painful to accept. Manipulative men use emotional cycles that create addiction. A toxic connection doesn't stay the same. It moves in cycles. The sweetness, the distance, the emotional crumbs, the intimacy, the arguments, the tears, the makeup phase. This cycle creates emotional addiction. Her brain gets hooked on the highs and lows. The chaos feels intense, and the intensity feels meaningful. A one-night stand can't create this chemistry, but a situationship can trap her for months. Women want to feel chosen, not used. A one-night stand feels like he chose any woman. But a toxic man who keeps returning feels like he chose me again. He still wants me. And we go back to the mother of them all. There must be something special about me. Even if it's a lie, the illusion of being chosen is powerful. More powerful than logic, more powerful than pain. To her, being chosen feels like value, even if she's being chosen for the wrong reasons. Many women confuse attention with affection. She interprets the attention as genuine care. She thinks the connection is deep. She believes the moments mean something. A one-night stand gives no emotional promise, while a toxic guy gives just enough to keep her hooked. Most women fear being alone more than being mistreated. And this is a truth society avoids. Some stay because starting over is scary. What if I don't find someone else? He knows me better than anyone. We've come so far. I can't lose what we built. Fear becomes the chain. Loneliness becomes the threat. And staying becomes the easier choice. She's not choosing the man. She's choosing the avoidance of abandonment. And the worst thing is that abuse and heartbreak normalize slowly. No woman wakes up and chooses pain. It happens like this: a bad moment, then another, then a few more, then excuses, then hope, then fear, then dependency. By the time she realizes how far she's fallen, she's already trapped emotionally. A one-night stand is too fast. It's only sex. It will hurt for few days after. toxic relationship is slow. The poison is given in small doses. Women often mistake intensity for intimacy. The passion, the fights, the makeup, the tears, the apologies, the deep conversations at 2 a.m., the intense chemistry. It feels like love. It feels like destiny. It feels like a deep soul connection. But it's not intimacy. It's instability dressed as passion. It's emotional turbulence masquerading as depth. She stays because it feels alive. She creates a version of him that doesn't exist. One day he'll commit. He loves me deep inside. He's scared, not selfish. He just needs time. No one understands him like I do. He is different. And she stays for the story she wrote in her mind, not for the reality she's living in her life. And now let's flip the camera around for a moment. Because here is the reality of men in these toxic situationships, the truth nobody tells women. Most men actually prefer a one-night stand. They don't want the drama, the texting, the emotions, the expectations. But they turn that one night into a one-year situationship for two very simple reasons. First, it's easier to sell you the story of long-term relationship because that's what you want to hear. Second, and this is the part most women never realize, most men do not have a lineup of women waiting for them after you the next day. So instead of ending it at one night, they extend it to another week. And then another week becomes a month, and a month becomes a year. Not because he's in love, but because it's comfortable, available, convenient. And because you're there, and he has the access. The problem is, during that year, you fight, you love, you talk, you argue, you share, you bond. Every couple of weeks he comes back, and every time you think it means something deeper. But here's the big secret no one tells you. Every once in a while, most men in these situations eventually wake up and realize that they don't want to waste more of your time. Really? Yes. And because most men are not monsters, they don't want to keep hurting you. So they quietly decide, I should stop seeing her. I should stop lying. I should end this before I break her heart even more. But guess who stops him? You. Your calls, your messages, your loneliness, your hope. All of it pulls him back in. And even if you don't reach out, something else happens. He starts to miss the comfort of your bed, your attention, your softness. And to get back into your life, he creates stories, believable stories, about how much you mean to him. Again, he says the words he knows will open the door, words that hit your heart like truth. But they're not truth. They're a tool, a manipulation, an emotional weapon that pulls you back into the same cycle again and again. And that's the most painful part. The abuse isn't just in his actions. It's in the words he uses to keep you hoping for a future that will never exist. Let me leave you with this, and it might be the most important thing you hear today. I'm not pushing you toward one-night stands. You deserve love, safety, honesty, and a man who chooses you with both his heart and his actions. But I am urging you, begging you, to stop demanding commitment from the wrong people. If you're attracted to the bad boy, for example, the emotionally unavailable man, a one-night moment with him hurts far less than a one-year emotional prison. A one-night moment is a small ripple in your life, a brief wave that passes. A one-year situationship is a broken bone. Protecting your heart is not by forcing a relationship out of a man who is never capable of giving you one. Because a man who can't commit won't magically become loyal just because you beg for love. And this love, he doesn't have the capacity to give. Between the small sting of a one-night mistake and the deep wound of spending 1 or 2 years with the wrong person, you choose. One fades quickly, the other takes pieces of you with it. So ask yourself, which price are you willing to pay?